Hey, it is Greg Milby, Kentucky's Heartland, and this is a Kentucky's Heartland podcast and videocast, sharing the stories of the people, places, and events powering the Heartland. And again, I'm community storyteller Greg Milby. Kentucky's Heartland videocast and podcast brought to you by Bluegrass Cellular. Visit bluegrasscellular.com or stop by your nearest Bluegrass Cellular location. Also by Chick-fil-A on the Dixie and E-Town. Be sure to check out the all-new dine-in mobile ordering on the Chick-fil-A app. You can order at your table, and they bring it right to you. And also brought to you by Co-working of Elizabethtown. Visit 111coworking.com to learn what co-working space is all about. All right, the brainchild behind the City of E-Town, Amy Inman, is with me. What is your official role?
Just public relations, not brainchild. We're waiting for that one.
I like brainchild. Let's move that microphone a little closer to you.
I'm so quiet.
I thought, yeah,
I'm quiet.
That's probably the first time you've ever heard that, isn't it?
Oh, can you make sure you tell my husband that, please?
Well, hopefully he will listen to the. I'll send him the link to this podcast so he can do that. All right, so a busy week as we get into Thanksgiving week, and as soon as we get the turkey consumed, we go into Black Friday, and then Saturday we have a lot of fun with the whole light up downtown E-Town stuff.
We do. There's a lot happening in E-Town. And, you know, when you look at it, you look at the calendar, like you should block off the whole day. We have something all day long from 8 a.m. until 11 o'clock, really. That night, E-Town can entertain you.
Well, we'll touch base on all that. But first of all, November 27th, which is Wednesday. We're filming this and videoing this on Monday. So November 27th, Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, Christmas in the Park opens.
It is.
And we have over 100 displays in Christmas in the Park?
There are. There's a lot of displays this year. I've been out there, looked at them when they were putting them up, and it's a lot of work goes into that. So we were, the mayor and I went out there and checked all that out, and it's amazing how the community pulls together and everyone takes pride in their area and everyone else's area, and it's really something special. So when you explain this to someone who's not from here, they're like, what do you mean? And it's just really, if you've not done it before, it's awesome. But every year, I mean, when our kids were little, we would give them baths and put them in their pajamas like it was a big treat when we would do it. It still has the same magic about it. Nothing has changed. Like, it's just really awesome. It continues to grow every year and expands, and it's just nice. It's a nice event that we have going on.
We talk about being free, but it's really not free because it costs some stuff to get that done. So people can make a donation if they want to, correct?
Right. So it is free, but if you make a donation and, you know, at the end, there's a mailbox at the end of the path there, and you can make a donation, and you just make one every time you go through. And, you know, there's an upkeep to, we have employees out there making sure that it's doing exactly, traffic is flowing, things like that. We have the electricity for everyone who goes through there. So yes, technically it is free, but there is a cost to it. But it is it's an event that the city can put on for the citizens of E-Town, Hardin County, the surrounding counties. And it is a nice event. It's really a nice thing for everyone in the community to go and enjoy.
And it's a pride thing, too, because there are a lot of people from outside the region that come in to just drive through Christmas in the park.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you think about our community and the size that we have and what we're doing, I mean, you know, we continue to grow and get bigger, yet we maintain that small town feel. And that's really something hard. You can't buy that. You can't manufacture it. It's just authentic. And this is just another example of that in Elizabethtown. All
right. So again, Christmas in the Park opens the night before Thanksgiving. So that's Wednesday night, the 27th.
Right.
Runs all the way through New Year's on January 1, 2020, 6 p.m. to 11 o'clock nightly.
That's right. Every night it's open. And, you know, there's usually a big line that goes down Dixie Highway. So we just ask that everyone lines up accordingly and not block traffic, obviously. So we don't want to impede traffic flow or anything like that. And on Tuesday night, the Christmas in the Park poster contest winners get the opportunity to go through there. So last Monday at the city council meeting, those poster contest winners were announced. They are amazing artwork that these kids did. So much so that Mr. Pate, who is on the committee who chooses that, said that they were so amazing they actually had to contact some of the art teachers to verify that this was authentically these children's work.
Really?
It's really impressive. So that artwork is up on our City of Elizabethtown government's Facebook page. So those children get to go and their families, and they ride with the mayor, and they go through Christmas in the Park. And if the weather holds out, and I don't know, it's kind of looking like it may rain, they get to ride through. The first one's through in a hayride, but if that's not available, there's a limo available for them. Their families get to go, and then they get to ice skate and have hot chocolate. So that's just something that the park system's doing to kind of commemorate that and kind of kick that off for us. So we're excited about that. And those kids, they did some really impressive artwork.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's always a lot of fun. So Christmas in the Park, and then on Friday night, the 29th, the ice rink will open. You can find that information at etownevents.com. Anything that we're talking about here is at etownevents.com and also at kentuckysheartland.com. You can go to the community calendar every day that Christmas in the Park is open. It's listed on the calendar, and you can get information about the ice rink. And most importantly that we're talking about today is Light Up Downtown.
It is.
So it's a week earlier this year, right? I think it is.
Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
I would call it a week later because
but I mean,
I'm thinking how many shopping days I need to do because we do it after Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving's late this year. Is that what you mean?
Okay. Yeah, because it seemed like Light Up Downtown was a week after Thanksgiving, but I guess it this year Thanksgiving is later.
That's right. Thanksgiving's later. And plus then, this is really Sarah Vaughn does all of this and puts this all together, and I'm just a Sarah Vaughn stand-in to promote all this. I mean, what she does is amazing.
Who goes and has a baby right before Light Up Downtown?
Well, you know what? I'm jealous. I'm going to tell you right now. She's home with that sweet baby Josie, cuddling that sweet thing, and her boys, and it's going to be awesome. And meanwhile, we're trying to figure out. I mean, she leaves, and it takes a crew of people to pull off what she does. So it's a little bit later this year, but so we have less days to shop. You have to look at it that way. Less days to eat, less days to decorate. So that's where we are with the Christmas with the parade and Light Up Downtown.
All right. So with that being said, for Light Up Downtown, there is a huge schedule of events. So we've got an opportunity to have breakfast with Santa.
Right. So that is Beth Piles has coordinated that. It's at the State Theater. You can get tickets there at their website. And they're going to have breakfast at the State Theater, and that's between 8 and 10 p.m. or 8 and not p.m. a.m. So don't go to breakfast that night.
That's a late night, dude.
No, Saturday morning. So it should be awesome.
Yeah. So and there's 3 opportunities for you. So there's 8 o'clock, there's a 9 o'clock, or 10 o'clock. So you need to actually schedule that. So don't think you can just walk in there and do that.
Right. That's correct.
You need to give them a call at the State Theater, and they get that information at kentuckysheartland.com. And then we also have breakfast with Mrs. Claus going to happen at Wicked Eyed Woman at 9 o'clock.
Right, that's happening too. We like to eat in E-Town. You can see that. So there's lots of opportunities. If you miss Santa at 8, you want to see Miss Claus first, or if you just want to go back and forth, that's going on.
And then what I like is these Santa workshops from 10 until 3.
Yeah, and that's a great deal. $1.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great deal. I think you get, is it 3 crafts they said that were going on? 3 different crafts?
Yeah, but for $1, if he had one craft.
That's right. Know? Well, and it's, the Brown Pusey house was the first to be decorated. It looks awesome. It's so great. So this is just a great way. You can have breakfast. You can go do a craft. There's lots of milling around downtown to be had in the morning.
And then after you've had breakfast and then you've made crafts, well, you got to have lunch.
You have to eat. So we're back to our eating part, and we like to eat. So you can go to Roxy's and you can eat at Roxy's.
Santa's getting it on that day. He's having breakfast. Mrs. Claus is having her little gig, and then Santa's going to get lunch at Roxy's. So
Santa's very busy right now.
He's got to get those calories in. And then after that, the 5 o'clock, the Christmas parade, which is always so much fun to be a part of that. And I encourage you to come downtown for that.
Right.
Because last year it was so cold last year.
It was really cold.
And then they came out of the woodwork like 10 minutes before the parade.
I think everybody was sitting in their cars warming up, and they came out real quick. Yeah, and so, we have a whole crew of what I'm affectionately calling our elves who have decorated the downtown. And these are guys that work for the city with all the different departments, and they've first gone and found a tree, decorated the tree, do all the lights. I mean, they decorated the bridge. They do such a great job making sure that everything looks amazing for that evening and then through the Christmas season. And in fact, they were talking to me earlier this week last week about how cold it was. So they have heaters. So I haven't even looked at the temperature and to see what it's going to be. But, if it's cold, they have heaters they're going to roll out. So when we get to the point where the mayor reads the night before Christmas, there's going to be heaters out there to kind of keep everybody toasty during that time period. Yeah, so the parade starts at 5, and that starts at St. John Road down at the Roses Shopping Center and makes its way to downtown, which is opposite of the Heartland Parade. But as they come downtown, I mean, vehicles that are lit up and people singing and all that. It is a warm, I kind of feel like a Hallmark movie. It is. It's very Norman Rockwell, isn't it? It's just kind of like you go back, time kind of stops for a second, and it's just kind of like we all go back to our childhood for just a second and see all of the festive activities. Yeah, and then Mayor Gregory is going to read 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, or is it the Redneck 12 Days of Christmas? Which one is it? I don't know what he's going to pull out this year. It's whatever he wants, I guess. Something fun that we did do again this year is Gayla Rout partnered with, she's a retired school teacher, partnered with Mayor Gregory, and she had a contest, and it's really neat. It went out to, I believe, 5th grade students. and they had to write an essay of what they loved about Elizabethtown. And these essays were amazing. They've sat on my desk and I've read through them. And the city had nothing to do with them. The mayor had nothing to do with them. It was her committee who did all this, but they picked 4 of them that were awesome. And these kids are going to have the opportunity to read alongside Mr. Mayor Gregory. So in addition to him reading, they'll have a part that they read, and they get to ride in the Christmas parade. So that's kind of a new, different twist we put this year. Try to bring the kids in. Mayor Gregory, since he's been in office, has always tried to do. I mean, he has he has kids. His wife teaches kindergartners. So he's always thinking about the young citizens. So this is just another way to bring them involved into these adult activities in the city.
And what I think is really amazing is where the Christmas tree is. Now, as somebody who, our office is down here at Public Square, it would have been nice where the Christmas tree was 3 or 4 years ago, because I could see it all the time. But now that we moved to our new location, Walker Square is the perfect spot in all of Elizabethtown to have this Christmas tree.
It is. It is protected with the parking lot behind it, so you can get out, take some pictures. Kids can take some pictures. We've put some new fun, bright ornaments on the tree, so just they can be a part of that. There's sidewalks, so it's safe. You're not going in and out of traffic. It is a good location. It's a nice, good location.
Yeah, and Mayor Tim Walker wanted downtown just to be alive and wanted to have this, just all this warm energy to it, and having it right there and having all those people there at Walker Square, the spot that's in honor of him. I think it just makes it perfect.
I do too. I think it's just really nice, and it's a nice tribute to everything that he tried. Like you said, he tried to work towards getting, and I like how it's kind of elevated up there. It's kind of its own little stage. It's really nice.
And it is. I have to, every time I walk by there, and Jennifer asked me this, we were walking by one time, and every time I go by, I touch the sign. And it's just something I've done for time now. I just go by and touch the sign or something about it. So
that's kind of cool. Like kind of like if you're Notre Dame, you're
I guess it is kind of maybe like a high five with him, because I think he would be super proud of what we're starting to see in downtown with all this energy and revitalization that's going on.
Right, and it is perfect that Walker Lane Boutique is situated right across there, so Stephanie can see all those activity that goes on in honor of her dad. It is. It's really nice.
Yeah. So it's a perfect segue into the other we're talking about too, with Small Business Saturday. So we're shopping small, and I guess Mayor Gregory has done a proclamation for that.
Yes. So today we did a proclamation to Shop Small Saturday. So there's so much activity, and we talk about it so often. We have Thanksgiving, and then we rush right into Black Friday, then Cyber Monday, and we're pumping the brakes a little bit. And this is a national movement, but really it's important to Elizabethtown because we have so many awesome small shops, and that's kind of part of the revitalization of downtown, and it just kind of goes all the way through town. We have so many awesome boutiques, and so he did a proclamation, and he's trying to get everyone to really take a second, and before you go and buy something online, think about is it something local? Is there something here that we could buy that someone would like? And it just helps our economic development, it helps our community. I mean, it's great. We have so many great opportunities. So he did a proclamation this morning to shop local Shop Small Saturday. And so that's what we hope everyone does. So Saturday, the shops will be open. I've been into all of them already today. They're all decorated. They're cute as can be. We have a lot of opportunities. And in one of the previous segments that I did earlier today, the shop owners were talking about, people want nice things in Elizabethtown. But if you want nice things, you have to support things. And so, if you could buy a shirt online, or you can go down to one of these shops and buy it, do that. And it doesn't necessarily have to be on Saturday, but that's a great way to do that. Kind of kicks off the shopping season.
Yeah, and you can kind of make a whole afternoon, a whole day of it, just kind of working yourself around.
And it's a great family event. I mean, you could everybody can be down there and do different things, see what the kids want. Even if you can't buy it right when they're there, you can come back later in the week and get it. So we have so many great boutiques downtown, and not just downtown. I mean, it goes all the way to Fine and the Bugsy. I mean, it extends really up and down Dixie Highway, and we should really take advantage of those. Sometimes you take for granted what's right here in your own backyard. Yeah,
you should, and so that's great, and that kind of gives you that Hallmark feel too when you're shopping downtown, just kind of moving around. But and if you really want a Hallmark feel, Historic State Theater. They've got this movie series that they're doing through the Christmas season. You can watch Polar Express, which I watched this past weekend with my nephews. It's just that movie is timeless. It's just such a great movie. So 1 o'clock and 7 o'clock on Saturday, you could watch that. So you can watch it before the parade or after the parade. You can go and watch it for only $1.
Right. It's great. And I mean, if you live here and you've not had the opportunity to go and to experience the State Theater, I compare it to the Palace in Louisville. That's what it kind of reminds me of. That venue's really authentic. It kind of is timeless, no matter what's being shown there, even if you're watching the Eric and Joe show or if you're watching the Polar Express. It's just a nice venue. There's refreshments available there. I mean, it's in the heart of the downtown. So it is something great to do. And all of these things are so economical. The parade is free. The Christmas in the Park is a donation, free. I mean, the crafts are $1. We have the movie is $1. Christmas, or you can eat with Santa and Mrs. Claus, but it's a nominal fee. So there's a lot of activities for families going on.
It's a good opportunity to get out and celebrate Saturday. And then their movie series that they have, December 7th is The Grinch. The 14th will be The Christmas Vacation. Great movie. December the 20th, Miracle on 34th Street. The 21st, It's a Wonderful Life. And Home Alone on the 27th. You can find those at Kentucky'sHeartland.com. Just click on those Saturday dates. And actually, the whole series is listed under each one of them, so you can see.
Which is your favorite out of that list?
I'm going to go with Christmas Vacation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're serious, Clark?
Yeah, definitely. or I'll go with Polar Express. But Jennifer loves It's a Wonderful Life. So.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's her movie. Yeah. What about you? What's your favorite?
I like Christmas Vacation. I like Elf so much. I do love Christmas with the Cranks. Okay. Have you seen, what I'm
yeah, I do.
I do like that one.
I do.
And I've convinced my kids that's a great one to watch as well. So we watch them all. We start at the beginning of way before Thanksgiving, which I know is very taboo, but we watch them. You got to enjoy them all.
Yeah. Well, Jennifer's all in. We keep mentioning Hallmark movies. It seems every time I come into the house, Hallmark movies are on.
You know what's going to happen. They're going to fall in love. They're going to move away. They're going to get back together.
Right.
But if Jennifer likes
somewhere
it,
it's a tree farm involved, and the big city girl, the big city guy. One of the things.
Always snows.
Yeah.
It always looks amazing there.
Oh. So, all right. So, light up downtown on Saturday. Again, that information at Kentucky'sHeartland.com. You've got Christmas in the Park opening up, and it's just going to be a busy weekend. It's going to be a great weekend, and it's just going to be a weekend that you can show pride for living where we live, because we're just going to have that down-home, small-town feel.
We are. It's going to be really nice. It's a nice life we live here.
Okay, maybe we should go and all sing Christmas carols door to door.
Have you heard me sing before?
Well, it couldn't be any worse than me. So
if
I go with you, I will sound like the good one.
That's good. That's fine. That's fine. Often in church when I sing, my husband will turn to me and say, "This isn't a sing along," because my voice is that bad. So
he's just like,
he's like, just mouth the words.
Just watermelon.
There
you go. All right, she's Amy Inman with the City of Elizabethtown, and again, all the information we've talked about, all the light up downtown events and things, you can find that at Kentucky'sHeartland.com. So this Kentucky's Heartland podcast is again brought to you by your friends at Chick-fil-A, Bluegrass Cellular, and Co-working of Elizabethtown. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Anchor.fm so you can never miss an episode of Kentucky's Heartland. You can also see all the behind-the-scenes fun of the video cast by subscribing to our YouTube channel and Kentucky'sHeartland.com. Plus, like and follow our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages to stay up on what's happening in our community. Again, Amy Inman, I'm Greg Milby, community storyteller, and this is Kentucky's Heartland.